Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yuki and this is Iris. In today's video, I am going to share some of the meals that I cooked and ate this week. I have been actually trying to make my food from scratch as much as possible just because it's fun, and I've also been trying to be more mindful of where food that we eat and our daughter will eventually eat comes from. And when she's old enough to cook with me, I want to be able to teach her how to. I'm also going to farmers market a lot more often lately to get more local produce, and I haven't found a good butcher nearby yet, but that's my goal next. And it's mainly gonna be dinner menu items, just because I usually don't have time for breakfast and lunch. But eventually I do want to share more breakfast menus too, just because I have a lot of good recipes I want to share. Anyway, enough for the intro and let's get right to it. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Okay, on the first night I made a quiche, and I actually made the pie crust from scratch. This night, it's been a while since I did that, but the process itself is actually surprisingly quick and easy. All you need is all-purpose flour, cold butter, salt, and some water. So here I'm just mixing all the pie crust ingredients and just make it ahead. I went ahead and made it into a bowl and let it rest for at least an hour in the fridge before I started rolling it out on a pie pan. And I learned it from the recipe I used, but apparently when you mix the dough, if you leave the chopped butter bigger sizes like the walnut halves, it's gonna turn out more flaky crust, and if it's smaller like pea size, it's gonna be more soft and melty. I did struggle a little bit rolling and forming the pie here because it got too hard in the fridge. So I do suggest like bringing the dough out of the fridge maybe like 30 minutes before you actually do this, so it's easier. I blind baked the pie crust beforehand so the middle doesn't get soggy when I pour in the filling. I had extra dough at the end, so of course I had to make Nutella pies with it. Now I'm preparing the filling. This week at the farmers market, I found some fresh zucchinis, tomatoes, and green beans, so I wanted to use them all. I just went ahead and chopped them in small pieces and cooked them beforehand. As you can see, I added some bacon as well for some extra flavor. For this recipe, I used 5 eggs. I just cracked them open and seasoned it with salt and pepper. I added about a cup of half and half and a little bit of cheese mix. When it's all done, I then added the vegetables and bacon mix at the very bottom and then poured in the egg filling. And here's the final product. As you can see, it is a big pie. I think Anton and I ended up spending maybe 2 more mornings eating this pie for breakfast, which was nice. We had breakfast in hand ready when we woke up, so I think that I want to make it more often. On Tuesday night, I made my quinoa salad that I often like to prep. I started by cooking the quinoa with 1 cup of quinoa and 2 cups of water and a little bit of seasoning. And the rest of the process is very easy. Just mix the quinoa with whatever vegetables you want to put in. I usually like to use cucumber and tomato, but today I had a lot of zucchinis that I needed to use up, so that's what I did. Chopped mozzarella and seasoned it with olive oil, salt. I think I did some lime juice and Italian herbs and of course black pepper. And I like to make this in a big batch just so I have nice salad ready in the fridge when I'm hungry. And this night I served it with some leftover chicken and green beans and bacon, and it just made a colorful plate of dinner. This week I had some bananas that were going bad, so I decided to make banana bread. This is such a quick and yummy snack to make. I just needed to mash up the bananas, added eggs, sugar, some flour, melted butter, and baking soda and baking powder. That's all, and I just mixed them all, put it in the baking pan, and baked it for about 45 to 55 minutes until the middle is done. The key is to not overmix the dough, because then it would turn out too hard. This made for a nice snack that afternoon. I had a slice and I just put the rest in the freezer to enjoy other days. Are you kidding me? Thank you. Oh God. So it's like, where's mine? Oh my gosh. Last but not least, I made pizza on Friday night. It's been forever since I made pizza dough from scratch. In college, Anton and I went to this pizza class at Uno's, and we learned how to make good deep dish pizza dough. But this is just a regular pizza dough that I'm making. It was quite a bit of process just because I needed to rest the dough for an hour in a warm place. So I first prepare the yeast in a warm water, mixed it with salt, olive oil, sugar, and 3 cups of flour, and mixed it all together. And I also needed to knead the dough by hand because I don't have any electronic mixer. So that was quite a bit of workout for my arm, but it was worth it. It turned out very good. You might notice that throughout the week I'm using the same vegetables over and over. So for this pizza, I also used the zucchinis, and I also had tons of peaches that I got at the farmer's market, and some bacon for the meat. So I'm just chopping them up, and Gigi's peeking. I obviously need to work on my dough skill, like the stretching skill, but I'll get there. For the sauce, I did pesto sauce just because I thought it would go really well with peaches, super refreshing for summer. But you can do marinara, just a simple garlic sauce, maybe a little drizzle of olive oil. The possibility is limitless. I didn't have any fresh basil, so I just sprinkled some dried basil. I honestly was very happy with the final product. It was very tasty. The dough turned out very good, so I think I'm gonna make it again.
It's so yummy. Don't touch it, it's hot.
Alright, that is it for today, my friends. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more contents like this. Bye!